I made the last video and it didn't feel like enough. This isn't part of a story or anything. This is for the three of you that watch on a regular basis. I can't continue daily. My options are keep doing what I'm doing, starve and likely lose my apartment, or look for another job. I might have to get two. Things are rough on my end. Have been for a while. Can't ignore it anymore. Can't half-ass try to get a job that's not working. Gotta put all my effort behind it. And that means far less videos. That's just how it is. In case you don't know what the dailies take out of me, each 10-minute video requires about 3 hours of work. Typically, it's an hour and a half of writing, half an hour for lore appraisal and adjustments, another half for editing, and that last half hour set aside for a final listen and any necessary adjustments that I may have missed in the other steps. And that is rushing it. That doesn't even count uploading, which for the last few weeks has been abysmal. Thanks, Comcast, I appreciate it. It's clear that you're throttling, since the internet works just fine before I start uploading. But the moment I do, it chugs down to a trickle. American regional monopoly internet blows. A 4-minute video takes an hour to upload. A fucking hour. I ran a bunch of tests to be sure. Fuck you too, Comcast. Fuck you. Those frustrations aside, that's not the only or even the most important reason for the change. And I will still release at least one Rygar video a week. Of the 3 interweaving stories, that one is the most important to continue to relay. No, the real issue is the stories themselves, sort of. Consider them to be me sipping at the life I desire. It keeps me here, and I am addicted to it. But the act never slakes my infinite thirst. I always want more. But I have to keep doing this, and spending so much time dedicated to it. I can never seem to advance. And that is not what I really want. What I most desire is to run my own TV show. Not a web series that's a few minutes at a time of content. A TV show that can stand shoulder to shoulder with anything else you'd watch, but dedicated to the web. I understand how costly and difficult it will be. I've run the estimates many times. I am also aware of how I will have to change and alter myself in a very drastic manner to be able to accomplish this. Avid viewers with keen ears will see why so much of the recent stories have been about this very subject. I knew what had to be done around the time of the end of Fleet. I just didn't want to fully face it yet. Now, a few insights into me and the story I've provided for you and anyone else that may enjoy it. It started as something else. Something immensely dark and empty. Because that's what I was. As harsh as times might seem for me now, they are nothing compared to the lost creature I was when I started down this path. And Core is essentially my inner child given flesh. I was given the news and advice to seek out whatever treatment I could find for myself, because the doctors were tired of being incorrect on whatever it was that was wrong with me. You see, if you were there for the Nurkish roast, he was incredibly correct with his assumptions. Childhood trauma and all of that. It's more complicated. I have a thing called alexithymia, which basically means I have emotions, but no real way to express them. It causes all manner of problems in my life. But this was very good treatment. And if any of you feel you must alter yourself utterly, I would suggest trying to walk the path I have laid out for you. A video every single day for a year exploring yourself. And after much too short a time of that practice, try 4 videos a day for an entire 31-day month. Sounds messed up crazy, 'cause it is, and I did it, and I'm not even sure how I did it. You might want to give yourself more than a single month preparation, though. Just saying, on experience. And I won't leave you with zero hint of the future that I'm working on. We've come too far for that. So when you see them next, the father and his son, whom he'd give anything to protect, recognize these words attached to a series called Men Must Kill Monsters. You are in a prison. You don't recognize it because it was built specifically for you, by those that said they cared. They built the fences, the walls, the structure, and made you feel at home there. But just enough to get you used to it. You're the one that repairs it. You're the one that makes it a fortress. You're the one that refuses to escape it. You're keeping yourself a prisoner in your own personal hell, and you can't even recognize the act for all the lies you've come to hold so dear to your heart. Hello and welcome. My name is Anthem. I am an embodiment. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.